Yeah, I just got done watching this video, and all I can say is basically it's over for you women. Okay, more and more men are waking up and basically putting you in your place where you belong. And this is a perfect example in this video you're about to watch. Now, let me start by saying fair use, fair use. If Myron, or what's the other guy? I forgot the other guy's name. If they should see this, I'm not making any money off your content, but your content was so inspiring that I had to do a video and use it as a teaching piece. And now here's this guy Myron. He doesn't even have the truth. He doesn't even know the truth like we know the truth. But he knows how to deal with these women, and how, and most particularly how to talk to them and put them in their place. How much more us that have this knowledge, this truth, when we're the prize, us men in this knowledge, this truth. We're the prize, man. Scriptures say the Lord's gonna make a man more precious than fine gold. We're the ones in the trenches building up this kingdom, okay? And we should have the same attitude this guy has with dealing with women. Zero tolerance for that fucking bullshit, that disrespect. Zero tolerance for that shit, man. All right, no matter how pretty they are, no matter how fat their ass is, just zero tolerance for their bullshit. And that's where it's going, man. That's the spirit that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is putting back on us men, okay? Especially the ones that are in the truth. And if any of you brothers can't get with it, then you gotta step aside, because you're gonna be eliminated anyway, okay? We're in the age of where Yahweh Shem Yahushua is bringing back real men. Isaiah 46:8. Remember this and show yourselves men. And this is how you deal with these women, especially today's woman, and their disrespect. All right? This is how you deal with them. So without further ado, let's check it out.
Question: do you guys find one female stressful?
You mean to, like, what do you mean? Be with long term?
Like fucking with one female. Whether
Yes.
it's where fucking or being in a relationship in.
It can be for sure, yeah.
One female stressful.
Can be.
But you guys would rather fuck with 8 bitches and not find it stressful.
Well,
at
here's the
all.
thing. Here's the thing. When you're a guy and you got your shit together, I don't argue with women. See, that's the thing. Like, and then, excuse me, shut up. And then if she doesn't, she just leaves.
No,
I'm like,
she
get
leaves,
out.
yeah.
See, I don't. This whole thing of like arguing with women and arguing with you assumes that we're equal, right? Outside of this podcast, I would never argue with any of you guys, right?
Yeah.
Like you making your nonsensical arguments, you trying to say something,
for a living?
you what, etc. What?
You argue with women for a living?
Yeah,
It's a part of what I do.
Yeah, it makes money
make
for
you
it.
guys look crazy. But the point I'm trying to make is like outside of this podcast, I don't argue with women because I don't look at you guys at all because you guys don't think the same. I'm giving you guys biological differences between us, and then you're trying to sit here and argue things that don't make sense. She's like 15 minutes behind. She made an argument for the Vanessa Bryant thing when I talked about the candy store. Like, this is what I'm trying to say, right? Like, we're not the same. So I don't argue with women. If I'm sitting here arguing,
And that's the thing. A lot of these women, they think that men and women are the same. We are not the same. Okay? We are not the same. As a matter of fact, when you go in the scriptures, when it gives you something called the divine order, the man is over the woman. And a lot of you women can't get with that because of this feminist bullshit. But you wait, when you know what'll cure that feminist nonsense? When all hell breaks loose in this society. That's what will cure that feminist bullshit. Okay, let me go. 1 Corinthians 11. Overnight, they'll cure that feminist bullshit. Because when all hell break loose, you women will finally understand that you are not equal to a man and you're not on a man's level. Isaiah 11:3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Yahushua, and the head of the woman is the man. See that? The head of the woman is the man, and the head of Yahushua is Yahweh. Okay, so that's the divine order. So men and women are not the same. Okay, we are not the same. And we are over you women. And you're going to learn that by the time this society is destroyed. Let's get back to the video.
with a girl, I already lost.
Yeah.
Because that means if she's arguing with me, she thinks that she's equal to me. And I have
That's a good point. Yeah, arguing with women. I'm not going to argue with you. That's a good point because you're not on my level for me to argue with you. So that's a very good point.
asserted my dominance enough over her to let her know that she's...
I'm sorry, I don't know if this question is personal, but are you single?
It always happens, right? Yeah.
Right on time.
Right on fucking time. Right on time.
He couldn't possibly have a woman talking to a woman like that. Boy, I tell you, man. See, now, you know what this is? That's the scripture where it says, a woman shall compass a man. That's the society we live in. Okay? But that's coming to an end. Okay? These women are getting kicked off their pedestal. Let's watch some more.
Time. Right on time, man.
Single, Glenn.
I actually thought she was kind of late.
Yeah,
And you know, the way he's talking, a real woman would dig that heavy. A real woman would enjoy that and say, yeah, he's being a man. That's the thing in this society. The woman don't want a man to be a man. All right. And then when you get with a woman and you act like a woman, they don't even want to be around you. Okay. So a man got to act like a man at all times. Okay. No matter if the woman likes it or not. Okay. And furthermore, a man should be thinking, look, I'm a man. I want to act like a man. Okay, I'm not going to act like you. I'm not a woman. I'm not going to act like you. All right, so let's move on.
Normally, I expected sooner.
Okay, let me. I'll answer your question. I'll answer your question. But like, why'd you ask that?
I can imagine a woman that would put up with that.
I just wanted to ask you. So,
but here's the thing: real women will put up with it. Because a real woman will accept being put in her place, especially if she's acting childish and silly. You know, and when you go in the book of Job, Job put his woman in her place. Okay, did not Job put his woman in her place? Let's go to Job, the book of Job. Job, the 3rd chapter, because his woman was acting silly. She made a silly comment, and Job had to put her in her place. Okay, this is Job, the 3rd chapter. All right, Job, the 3rd chapter, and bear with me for a minute. Or is it the 2nd chapter? Job 2. Oh, yeah, right here. Job 2 and 9. Then said his wife unto him, Job, right, said his wife unto him, dost thou still retain thine integrity? Curse God and die. In other words, curse the Heavenly Father and die. Right? That was her stellar advice to her husband Job, right? But listen to his reply. But he said unto her, thou speakest as one of the foolish women speaketh. So he put her in her place. What? Shall we receive good at the hand of the Heavenly Father, and shall we not receive evil? Right, because the Bible teaches us that the Heavenly Father is a balanced power. You receive good from him, yes, but you also receive evil from him. He's balanced in everything that he does. Okay? In all this, did not Job sin with his lips? Let's go to the NLT. But Job replied, you talk like a foolish woman. Should we accept only good things from the hand of God and never accept bad or never anything bad? So in all this, Job said nothing wrong. See? So what's the point here? The point is Job put that woman, his wife, in her place. And that's how we're supposed to be as men. As soon as these women step out of order, man, and you don't give them an inch, because you give them an inch, they'll take a mile. As soon as they fucking step out of order, you're right there. Boom! Right there on them. And you put them in their place. This is where it's heading with men, man. So you women, you better straighten up and fly right, man. Because that's where it's heading with us men. Zero tolerance for your bullshit. Let's watch some more.
Oh, if you had one female...
Zero tolerance for your disrespect. Zero tolerance, period. Okay?
Someone said I can't see a woman that will put up with that?
Yeah.
You said that?
Yeah.
Okay. Who else agrees with her?
I couldn't be with a man that
The way that he's been talking to us since we walked in this room
is kind of wild.
Exactly. Thank you.
Well, here's the thing. Girls don't
Why is it wild? He's being a man. He's putting you in your place, especially when you act stupid and you do stupid things. You see, but this society for so long has put these women on a pedestal that it's inconceivable for a man to talk like that to a woman. I remember years ago, man, this one chick I was dealing with, and my mother, I'm talking to her like putting her in a place. My mother came to me. She said, "You shouldn't talk to a woman like that." I remember looking at my mother like, "What?" So that's where it starts, man. That's why you got a lot of simps, especially in Israel. It starts with your mother, man. It starts with your mother, okay? As a real man, that's how you talk to a woman, man. You put her in her place. You don't waste no time putting her in her place. Now, either she's going to be with you or she can leave. As a matter of fact, you tell her, look, listen, baby, I'll hold the door for you. You can leave. You can go, okay? Let's watch some more.
There's no. It doesn't really get to that point because they don't fucking argue with me.
Yeah.
Because you're too intense.
Do you believe
You need to be a
that
little
it's
more
given
like, you need to
You're too intense. But then if he becomes a soy boy, then it's a problem. You see what I'm saying? If he becomes a soy boy, if he's all soft, then it's a problem. That's why you don't listen to what women say. Because majority of the time women don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They just like to talk. Okay? That's their problem. They just like to run their mouth. But they don't understand what they're saying. Because they just like to babble. That's why a real man wouldn't... Did you say something? Huh? What? Just be quiet.
understanding.
More understanding, more loving. You're like,
girls.
You
I can't have a man that acts like a
He
bitch.
is being loving. There's a thing called tough love. Right? See? All emotions. And you got a lot of men that she's right. She's right. You soy boy toys. The soy boy toys. Hey, this society got to go, man. This society got to go. Let's watch some more.
Girls, but he's telling you the truth straight up. Like he doesn't lie to you or some bullshit like that.
Exactly. You can tell the truth rough, or you can tell it in a soft way. All right. But as a man, if you're a real man, you're going to tell the truth the way a real man would tell it, which is authoritative. He's being authoritative. Okay.
Famous saying: you can either respect women, or what's that shit? I lost my train.
Understand.
You can either understand women or respect them, but you can't do both at the same time. Thank you, Mo.
I have a question.
And who said that?
Yeah, it's a saying that's been going around for a while.
So this guy does.
And respecting women, women don't even respect themselves. Look at the majority of women on the panel. Look how they dress. Here it is. The Bible says modest clothing. Let me show you that. These women don't even respect themselves. They're screaming for respect, but they don't even respect themselves. Because if they did, they wouldn't be dressed like that. Okay? But here's the thing. They're dressed like that, but if they happen to find themselves in the wrong part of town and they're walking by themselves, all of a sudden they wish they would never dress like that. You can't make that shit up. Here it is right here. 1 Timothy 2:9. I'm telling you, when all hell starts to break loose in this society, when this society goes into a dystopian society, women ain't going to be dressed like that. Okay? 1 Timothy 2:9. In like manner also that women adorn themselves in modest apparel. Now, what you're seeing on that panel, that's not an example of modest apparel. With shamefacedness and sobriety. Very few women are shamefaced anymore. These women really believe that they're equal to men. Okay? They got a rude awakening coming to them, man. With shamefacedness and sobriety, not with broidered hair or gold or pearls or costly array. Let's read that in NLT. And I want women to be modest in their appearance. Okay, they should wear decent and appropriate clothing and not draw attention to themselves by the way they fix their hair or by wearing gold or pearls or expensive clothes. And the average, why do you think there's so many, social media sites with these women, Facebook and all that? Because they're obsessed with themselves. They're obsessed with attention. Okay? All that's going to come to an end when all hell breaks loose. You better believe it.
Doesn't have like the knowledge to understand and respect women at the same time. I think
Well,
that's
if you
kind of
understand
lame.
them, you can't respect them as.
Women kill me when they talk about to respect women. You don't even respect yourself. The one talking, look at how she's dressed.
You can understand the woman and respect her at the same time.
Respect them as equal.
Look at. See? She don't even respect herself. She got the fake eyelashes. She looked like she's ready to go on the stroll. And she's talking about some respect. You can't make this stuff up, man.
Those are two different things.
You don't have to respect them as equals.
That's my point.
You can respect them to like their extent because women and men are not the same.
Yeah,
like you
respect them
said.
like children.
No, we're not children though.
Respect them like children. They're worse than children. This video was fire, man.
They behave like children.
This is
Really?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Wait, you
Yes, sir.
say
Absolutely.
women behave like children?
Yeah, I
Absolutely.
literally look at you guys as children.
because you're
Absolutely.
saying
it's
that
not
women
funny.
are children. Like if we don't have a train of thought, like if we don't have
No, because you guys
You don't have, yeah, your train of thought is always running down the wrong track.
don't have the same ability to rationale,
Nope.
deductive problem solving.
They reason on emotions. Men reason on real men, that is. A lot of men are soy boy toys. Real men. Okay, they reason in logic. They think things out logically. Women don't possess that ability to do so. They reason based on their emotions. And 99.9% of the time they're wrong. I just read to you an example. Job's wife, she reasoned, head as Job is going through all kind of suffering, going through all kind of adversity. What was her stellar advice? What stellar advice did she give to her husband? Job, curse the Most High and die. That was her stellar advice. So Job being the rational of the two, all right, Job using rationality, he reasoned and he said, look, you sound like a foolish woman. And up until that point, Job really thought he probably had a smart woman. All right, when the goodies was coming in, she played her role, didn't she? But when Job started going through adversity, she was looking for the back door. Okay, that's why she said that to Job, curse the Most High and die. And Job put her in place. He said, you speak like one of them foolish women. Look, we receive good from the Heavenly Father. We'll also receive evil. That's a rational thought. All right? That's the beauty of being a man, being able to think rationally. Okay? Let's get back to the video.
Taking accountability for your actions. You guys lack these skill sets a lot of the times.
So how do we
Yeah.
raise
That's
your
what I mean.
children?
Accountability. I'm sorry I got to keep stopping it, but I got to make my points. Accountability to a woman is like kryptonite to a Superman. They don't want any kind of accountability. No matter how much of a big whore they are, they don't want to be accountable for that. You know. And when you put that in their face, they get mad. Well, wait a minute. You don't have no problem being a whore, but if you tell her, look, you're a whore, you know that, right? They say, why are you talking to me like that? You should show women respect. Let's just move on, man.
How do we raise your children if we don't know how to solve problems?
You were
and-
raised by women.
Yeah,
Do
you
you
were raised
like
by
it?
a woman.
The children are raised by the mother and the father. When the child is small, is if it's a son, is usually the mother until the son reaches a certain age, then it's the father. But the point is, it's the father and the mother raise the children. And that day you have a balanced child, and he's going to go into the statistics of single motherhood and why there's so much chaos in this society. One of the things to be blamed is the single mother. Okay, as a matter of fact, let's check it out.
How do you think you're sitting here today
No, you guys
where
lack
you are?
accountability. And a matter of fact,
No,
if we
like
want to talk about
credibility.
women raising kids, that's how you end up with fucked up kids. Single mothers are
Exactly.
absolutely the biggest denominator when it comes to fucked up kids. Single mothers.
Well, you're raised-
And that is a fact. When you look at the so-called black populace, that's one of the reasons why they're so fucked in the head, the men, because most of them were raised up by single mothers. Okay, and it's impossible for a woman to raise a man into a man. That's impossible. Okay. Anyway, let's move on.
Actually,
your parents?
that's
Both my
wrong.
parents. That's why I got my head on straight.
Fucked up kids. That's
That's not
because
straight.
80% of the
Sitting here
fathers have
arguing.
left.
Let's say that again. That's why I got my head on straight.
solve problems.
You were
and-
raised by women.
Yeah,
Do
you
you
were raised
like
by
it?
a woman. How do you think
You were raised by women. You have to put them in that place.
you're sitting here today
No, you guys
where
lack
you are?
accountability. And a matter of fact,
No,
if we
like
want to talk about
credibility.
women raising kids, that's how you end up with fucked up kids. Single mothers are absolutely the biggest denominator when it comes to fucked up kids. Single mothers.
Were you
Cause-
raised with both of your
Actually,
parents?
that's
Both my
wrong.
parents. That's why I got my head on straight.
Fucked up kids.
That's
That's
not
because
straight.
You notice how he asked, how she asked him, were you raised by both? Because that's like a rarity nowadays, to be raised by both your parents. To show you how much of an epidemic single mother raising children are. It's a fucking epidemic, man. It's a plague. Let's move on.
80% of the
Sitting here
fathers have
arguing with
left.
women
So
all
like
day.
that has nothing to do
Who
with
chose
us.
the men?
The women.
So
Okay.
thank
Okay,
you.
and who the hell?
You're
like,
lacking accountability right now.
Yeah,
Thank you.
there you go.
I'm
That's
not
what I mean.
lacking accountability.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Kids
The
suffer
women
shittier
pick the men,
moms
and then
and
they lack the accountability.
No.
And then, like I said,
She's lacking accountability to be dressed decently, modestly. Okay, she's dressed like she's ready for the stroll. Okay, and then when you approach her in that way, as a man, when you approach her that way, she gets offended.
before.
Okay,
Single mothers.
we picked the men because we thought they were something they didn't end up to be. Like,
And the divorce rates,
fuck.
the women leave to
And you
Always with these women, it's always the man's fault.
agree with that because you say that men only want to be with women to fuck, so it's not our.
See how you're skirting accountability right now? This proves my point. This is what I'm trying to say. You guys are literally like children. You guys don't have accountability, which is fine. Society doesn't hold women accountable. They just don't.
You know what I find funny though? He's telling you how men think, so you can avoid the situation of being caught up or trapped. And you're like, no, it must be this way. You're wrong. I'm just like, he's telling you what it is from the guy's mindset. So if you understand that, guess what you can do? Move smart, so you don't fall into that trap.
I 100% agree with that. But then for him to sit here and degrade us as we're trying to have a sit here and conversation.
Look who's talking about degraded. Look at how she's dressed. And then this stupid bimbo, she keeps pulling up that top of us. Now, if you were dressed decently and modestly, you wouldn't have to worry about pulling that top of yours. Keep pulling it up. Oh, boy. Let's move on.
How did I degrade you?
He's saying in general.
How did I degrade you? Tell me specifically how I degraded you.
You kicked a woman out of here a few minutes ago for
She was
just talking
interrupting and
over
being
you.
rude. Yeah.
Exactly. That's degrading.
no,
We're having
that-
a
how's that
conversation.
degrading?
Because
How's
we're
that
having a
degrading?
conversation.
Hold on.
No me así
You know
tampoco,
what's
you
funny?
know, like
Hold on.
it's
no
just
ponerte tan intenso.
When
like,
you
yeah.
when you guys talk, right? What do? We shut up. When he
mean?
talks, what do you guys do? All chime in. Meh.
No, but no, we're all having conversation. It wasn't like that at all.
Respectfully,
She
before the
didn't
show,
ever tell
we
him
made
to
a
shut
statement
up.
saying, "Listen,
She didn't ever
one
tell him
mic
to
at a
shut up.
time, huh?"
She didn't ever tell him to shut up. She didn't ever.
She didn't have to.
No, she didn't have to. She was like, no.
See,
no.
you tell her 3 times, shut up.
No.
What is that? Disrespectful.
So then, if she would have told him to shut up, that would have been.
No, but
Whose studio was this, though?
he didn't interrupt.
And above all, this is his show. Okay, he's the leader. He's the captain of the show. Talking about Myron. They're talking about Myron. This is his show. Okay? And he's going to say that when he comes in.
No. I'm not talking on that. Obviously, this is her
Chris,
show.
the question goes on that.
But do you get what I'm saying? When you talk, we shut up.
It's
When
our
we
studio.
talk, you say no.
Not every.
If you don't like it, just
No,
walk out.
I'm not talking about men. I'm just talking about like
Her, yeah.
me and him. Like how he's coming to all of us. It's just it. We're human. We have feelings.
He's
We're not
being
just
passionate.
women.
I don't.
He's not. He's being.
Funny how when these women do things to men, men's feelings don't count. All right, she don't use that same logic. She don't use that for men when when these women, how they treat men, ghost men, drop them like a bad habit. All of a sudden, men's feelings, it don't count. Ah, you're a man. You can, fuck you. But when it comes to them, we have feelings. Double standard, boy, I tell you.
Opposite of
so
passionate.
what is it then? What's he being right now?
He's being
He's being
blunt.
aggressive. He's
good.
being too.
How is he being aggressive?
Do you men believe that respect is earned or respect
So being a man is being aggressive. Okay.
is given and earned?
You want the truth?
The two both can't exist.
She wouldn't have a problem with him if, let's say, they're walking together and a man comes up and disrespects her and wants to rob her. She wouldn't have a problem with him being aggressive then, right? They only like you to be aggressive when it benefits them. Okay, let's move on.
Today's sponsor is Be Naked. After
We're gonna
30 years
fast forward
testosterone or whatever weak sauce.
All you guys give is the
depends on
fucking
the person.
truth. So it's.
I mean, because as of right now, he just clearly wants respect. Not once did she disrespect him, and you told her
Really?
to shut up. You could have easily
Really?
said be quiet
What-
or anything, but
what- how
why?
many times has she-
By nature, a real man is supposed to get respect. All right? And you women, you're going to learn that shit. By the time the society is destroyed, you're going to learn that, man. You better believe it.
Code word fresh. BeNaked.com.
So it's.
I mean, because as of right now, he just clearly wants respect. Not once did she disrespect him, and you told her
Really?
to shut up. You could have
And
easily.
you're seeing with these modern women, they don't feel that men deserve respect. All right? That's going to change. And it's going to change overnight. You know what's going to change it? When all hell breaks loose. That's what's going to change it.
Really?
Be quiet or anything, but
what- how many
why?
times did she
Let me
interrupt me?
finish talking.
How many times did she interrupt me?
You interrupt us all the time.
No. When I was talking in this situation with this girl that you're talking about, I was making a statement. How many times did she interrupt me?
But
I
if
don't
you
know, it's
want to
just we're
respect,
all
How many times
having-
did she interrupt me?
We're all having conversations, so it's like I
You
didn't.
can't have a conversation when two people are talking at the same time. A conversation requires you to actually listen, understand, and respond accordingly, not necessarily just talk.
That's right.
Well, we're all giving our opinions, and we're all sitting here.
But I was making a statement on something, and then she interrupted me. 3 times, actually, I counted it. That's why I told her to shut up.
Answer the question.
I was counting it as that was happening.
Straight talking to her, though. You guys
No,
were
I wasn't talking to her. She was making
talking
ad libs,
to
and I was
her.
talking about something else that had nothing to do with her, but she had to go ahead and keep chiming in with her opinions.
Because you kept pissing her off, saying that, oh, that's why you saw
Is
your
it my
pussy.
fault
And
that she can't control her emotions? Because I wasn't talking about her. I told her she was selling pussy when she kept interrupting me.
And then when she
I
said
was talking about
something
something
back,
else
you
when it
couldn't
comes to-
control your emotions.
Look, I
so
was
then you
talking
said,
about
"Get the
something
fuck
that had
out."
nothing to do with her. I was talking about infidelity in men and women. That's what we're talking about. And then she kept going ahead and chiming in her ad libs, and I told her, be quiet, I'm talking. And I warned her like 2 or 3
didn't say
times,
be
and she kept
quiet.
going. And ladies, here's the other
You
fucking
said,
thing.
shut the fuck up. That's what you said.
Yeah, because after she wouldn't be quiet after I told her multiple times. And here's another thing
You
too.
didn't say be quiet.
Look, I don't need to fucking explain myself on my goddamn fucking podcast. All
There
right?
you go. There you go. It's his show. Now you think these women don't understand that. All right? He's the captain of the ship. You don't like it, get the hell off. Which is what's gonna happen as you watch. She's gonna leave. Okay? Hey, you know what? The days of catering to you women and all that's slowly coming to an end, man. Putting up with your every emotional whim and that's coming to an end, man. It's coming to an end. And this video demonstrates it.
It's my fucking show. If I'm running the show and I'm saying something and she's rudely interrupting me multiple times when we didn't do the same shit to her when she was speaking, then I'm going to tell her to shut the fuck up, and I can do that if I need to. Because we're running a show here. This isn't like equal thing where it's like, oh yeah, your opinion matters too, or blah, 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 when I'm saying something. All right? Like, it's not, this is the other thing too that women don't understand. There's meritocracy and shit. No one's here for her. They're here for us. So we're running the show. It's called Fresh and Fit, not random, suck day.
So why did you
All right?
ask us to come? Like, why? Because we all give our opinions. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Hold on.
it's just
Can you imagine, right? If I came to your show and whenever you spoke, I just said,
No, I 100%
And gave
agree that
ad-libs.
it is your show. It is your show.
So why are you arguing about
so
it?
then why even bring that up?
No, I didn't bring that up. He
You just
said
did.
that
You
it's
just
his
did.
show.
You just brought up this fucking chick, complained like you're rude, and you used her as an example to
that's what
substantiate
I
your
was talking
stupid ass
about.
argument.
That's what I was talking about.
I told her that she was being rude by interrupting me because it's my shit and I'm talking, and then she did it multiple times. I said, be quiet, and she said no. Did you catch that part when she said no a couple times?
Yep,
No, you didn't.
I did.
Let me be explicitly clear about this shit, all right? If it's my show and I'm talking and then someone's interrupting and I warn them 2 or 3 times to tell them, yo, be quiet, and they don't fucking do it, and then on top of that they say, no, the fuck do you think is gonna happen? There's ramifications for you acting a certain way. We got 10, 20,000 people watching her acting like fucking crazy.
I feel like
it's not her show, bro. That's the problem. I feel like instead of I think like. That's the fucking problem.
I always say that. I feel like. Because that's how they reason. They reason by emotions. They reason by feelings. They don't reason by logic.
Instead of I think like. See, you're doing it right now. I'm saying something, and then you want to go ahead and chime in and give your opinion.
Wait.
That's the issue.
And you teach kids too? So if I was a kid talking shit to you, oh no, sorry, teacher.
In your classroom, saying no.
Hold on, and this woman teaches kids? Look at how she's dressed. She walks the street on the weekends? Is that what it is? Oh my goodness! You know, there was a movie called Looking for Mr. Goodbar, I think it was, and it was based upon this woman Roseanne Quinn. By day she was a school teacher. By night she was going to bars and just being loose, and it ended up costing her life. I think the woman that played Roseanne Quinn was in the movie was Diane Keaton. Diane Keaton played the role, and if you watch that flick towards the end, when you show how Roseanne Quinn got killed, it was brutal, man. Okay, but that's what she got for being loose. Like during the day, she was a school teacher, but at night she'd go to them bars, and be loose, bringing men back to her apartment. And she brought back the wrong one, and that was it. Okay. Anyway, let's move on.
Tell them, hey, be quiet. No, what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
Okay,
Come on.
but
You're gonna make an example of that kid, right? You're gonna put him on timeout. You're gonna kick him out
I
of the
wouldn't
classroom.
tell them to shut the fuck up, though. I'd be
No,
like,
but
hey,
you're gonna enforce boundaries, right?
She felt like
I don't
you
give
were...
a fuck what she feels like. We're talking about something. We're having a grown adult conversation. She feels the need to go ahead and interject and give her opinions after I warned her to stop. If you're in a fucking classroom, and I know if you're in a fucking classroom and a kid disrespects you, you have to assert a dominance over that kid and tell him, hey, be quiet. And if they don't, you kick them out, right? Well, I'm not in a fucking classroom, and you guys are fucking adults, so I'm gonna say shut the fuck up, because we're not in a classroom. All right? Now, if you don't like that, you're free to get up and leave.
There you go.
You're
No, you're not being held here against your fucking will. But I'll be fucking damned if some fucking...
And that's really, if you're in a relationship with a woman, that's the way to be. Because either, you know, if she doesn't respect you, then, you know, hey, there's no sense in being with her. She doesn't respect you. It's only going to grow worse. Okay, you know, the time that's coming when Yahweh Shem Shai put us back in our true manhood, these women are going to fear us. Forget about respect. They're going to be terrified when they come around us, man. And that's the way it should be. Okay, the same way we're terrified when we go before Yahweh Shem Shai, the same way the woman should be terrified when she come around us, man. I'm terrified in a good way, with nothing but respect. Okay? Because if she don't respect you, it's only going to get worse. So right off the rip, if you meet a woman right off the rip, if you're going to spend some time with her, you better lay down the rules of getting respect. Look, woman, it's either you respect me or that's it. My way or the highway. Okay? Yeah. That's the way to be, man. Straight up and down. Okay?
Suck some random... It's going to come on my shit and tell me what the...
That was funny. That was funny as hell. Let me bring that back.
You have to assert dominance over that kid and tell him, hey, be quiet. And if they don't, you kick them out, right? Well, I'm not in a fucking classroom, and you guys are fucking adults, so I'm going to say shut the fuck up, because we're not in a classroom. All right? Now, if you don't like that, you're free to get up and leave.
Mm-hmm.
No, you're not being held here against your fucking will. But I'll be fucking damned if some fucking suck some random... It's going to come on my shit and tell me what the fuck to do.
That was hilarious. And that's true. All right, these women are sitting there like they discovered the cure for cancer. You know, the majority of them, what they do, just lay on their back, man. Oh my goodness, you can't make this shit up.
Fucking incredible. And look, I see some of y'all uncomfortable. Cool. You don't like it? Get the fuck up and leave right now. Who has an issue with the way I'm talking?
You can.
Who has an issue with the way I'm running my show? If you got a problem, get up and leave right fucking now. Because I don't give a fuck. I really don't.
There you go.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's how you do it.
Why do I...
And you know, you got men that see that and then they'll be in their feelings, just like women. You know? Because most of these men are just women in drag. Okay?
Just to see Smiley.
Get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.
They're all friends, by the way, so...
Get the fuck up out of here.
The streets are waiting. Get back to the streets where you belong. I mean, you're dressed for the part, so you might as well take it all the way.
Yep, there we go.
The fuck out of here.
There you go.
These think it's their shit, man. Get the fuck up out of here.
A forecastle?
Get the fuck out of here,
And your
man.
man cheeks, by the way.
Notice the other women didn't leave. They were captivated. After the show, they'd probably look at Myron like, yeah, I wouldn't mind getting with him. I like that raw manly energy. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you were edified, especially women. Hey, women, you better learn, man. Hey, the days of men catering to your every emotional whim, no matter how stupid it is, those days are coming to an end. Men are becoming men, and you women, you better learn to become a woman. All right? So with that, see you in the next one.